Alright, this is, welcome to Michael Gann's Excuse for Living. This is our first guest. Hi, please have a seat there. Shannon, my friend. Right, this is second episode. Oh, you look so nice, you have such a very nice, effect to your, bright eyes and all that stuff. So, what do you think about that song, the famous song by the Zombies? No one told me about her, the way she was. She's not there. Let's see, wasn't it? Her voice was soft and cool. Her eyes were clear and bright, but she's not there. You ever heard that song? Really?
I've never really listened to them.
How old are you? Now, can you see yourself on a camera?
Yeah.
You can? Have you ever been on film before?
Yeah.
Never? Never? Just when you were born, right?
Yeah.
When were you born, by the way?
July 31st.
July 31st?
Yeah.
What particular year?
1986.
Really? Okay. How did you get so mature? Because I'm not as mature as you. I graduated from high school in 1986.
Because...
Are you touching that thing? Did it mess up?
It went black.
Oh. I
did a lot of drugs when I was younger. I realized that wasn't the way I wanted to be, so...
Okay, I'm not going to tell anybody. And you don't mind if I use your name, do you?
No.
Okay, let's see what the time is on this. It's, we've gone for a minute. It says, is this interesting to you? Now listen, I'm Michael Gann, by the way. Did you know I was Michael Gann?
I did.
Do you know what my excuse for living is?
Yes.
I'm not real sure. I'm looking for pedestrians to help me figure that out.
Life's a pretty good business for living.
Yeah, that's the truth, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen those paintings by their famous artist Salvador Dali?
Yeah.
You haven't, with the clocks melted and dripping over the ceiling.
Yeah.
Everybody's seen that, right?
Yeah.
See, I noticed that's the most successful way that I can deal with life is to because see, I believe that the 20th century represents a bunch of weird stuff going on, and I think he was born at the beginning of the 1900s, and I think from a traditional Roman Catholic family in Spain. Hence, as they say, he's got the name Salvador. I met a man from Spain. I was a security guard at Jones Hall in Houston, and they have a variety of different shows like The Lion King and these famous performers like Tony Bennett and Anne Murray and Olivia Newton-John would come in and do these shows and stuff. I was on a loading dock where the stars. If you don't know this in show business, the stage door is a very interesting place because that's where the stars go in and out, and then there'll be people waiting to get autographs. They'll have they'll bring albums like for Andy Williams. I saw Robert Goulet, but what are they saying? I forget. Oh yeah. Something about being a security guard. Yeah, that's it.
And you met the guy.
What guy? Oh yeah, they had a show from some sort of thing from Spain, and I said, just stand around just smoking cigarettes, and they say just like free parking, but don't let park here, or let this guy park here. And so I'm talking to this guy about being from Spain. I said, you heard that artist Salvador Dali? No. He said the name is Salvador Dali. It's how you pronounce it. But I think that. For me, I found that generally, if you come from the background like what he did, you didn't have high technology, you didn't have computers. You didn't have electric lights. You didn't have automobiles. Most people lived on a farm, and a lot of people didn't have a lot of money, and they didn't have like chain outlets, Lowe's Hardware. They didn't have any of this.
Yes.
You would go downtown, and the shoemaker would make the shoes, and the blacksmith would put shoes on the horses and stuff. And then you come into the 20th century and have all these inventions and all these people a lot of money, and you end up with a bunch of really people. You only get glimpses of from time to time, but a lot of freaky people walking your elbow to elbow and stuff, and all you gotta do is turn on the news, and all this freaky stuff going on. Am I right?
Yeah.
And
Everybody refused to watch the news.
we live in an ordered society where you know the same sort of culture, but you end up getting wind and hearing terrible, horrible stories of people. You know, it's crazy. So I think if you see a picture of his, he has a picture like a universal picture of like Jesus on a cross. It's like a concrete. It's like not surreal. But I think the most successful way I have of looking at life, I think, is I finally figured out over these years. He's looking at the life that is in this world from a traditional standpoint, that was kind of centered around the church and stuff around the beginning of the 1900s, and people that are internally cuckoo brains and have all these cuckoo intentions and stuff, and and when some of this stuff, after it happens, it's like game over. It's like clock dripping off the tree limbs. And it's just like, just forget it. And the whole scheme's blown. It's just nothing, And then just like keep going. Just keep going, just play it off, right?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me what's on your mind. Tell me what's your excuse for living.
My excuse for living is to be as happy as possible, content with life, and to work. But I got to work.
Okay, well, it's been a very wonderful interview with you. And thank you again for Michael Mann for living.
Thank you.
Have a nice day. Thank you. It's been Michael Mann. Game over.
Honk, honk, honk goes the gander. Buzz, buzz, buzz goes the fly. Shake, shake, shake that thing all night, but you give it to another guy. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby, give your love to me. Tell me why you wanna try to tease me. Why you wanna turn my head? Why's the only thing that's on my mind getting you in my bed? Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Give your love to me. Some of them drives a caddy. Some of them walks the street. Some of them wears a diamond ring. Is all the same to me.